Today is December 25, 1990, Christmas Day, and I'm perfectly happy with the way our Christmas has culminated so far. It's been through some very difficult days for me personally with shortness of breath and difficulty sleeping and moving around, but it's really been a great time, and I couldn't have done it without Oli. Everybody played their part. So I look forward to seeing if I can get out of this year. It was Dr. James Loder who introduced me to the studies of Carl Jung, the renowned Swiss analytical psychologist. And James Loder was a professor of mine at Princeton Theological Seminary, and one of the, maybe the only, seriously positive influences that came out of my 18-month relationship with that institution back in the late 60s and early 70s. That previous was from this morning, and I've managed to get through all of Christmas Day to now the evening at 8 p.m. here in Bellevue. Still thinking about the people I've heard from today and the people around me last night, and quite satisfied in our Christmas this year. I know this will be hard to believe. I mean, I hardly believe it myself. But when it all adds up to little or nothing, or simply you must go back to look on the shelf to see if something is there in the back hiding or mixed up with everything else, or is it your excuse for a lifestyle of doing just nothing, you will just end up being dust, but calling it self. Jesus looks out from a tall, ancient tower. Showing spirit is love, and love is the power. All that God made, and from now on forever, will become finite in man, and all his endeavor. The promise he made as he climbed on the cross: I came to bring life, so that all is not lost. That God can take broken, turn it again whole, is the word unmistaken that needs to be told. God gave us the earth with prospects to subdue it. So what have we done? We are fully engaged in the process of destroying it. Now, I don't know about you, but to me it looks like we have a ways to go before we've lived up to, or shall I say, demonstrated living in a lifestyle of salvation. Oh well. I always thought salvation was part of the candle deal. It's, put it out there where people can see it. Am I alone with this? Where are my backers? Billions of galaxies containing billions of stars, meaning billions of solar systems, more than a few, just like ours. Okay, all right. It's just a faint notion of what eternity means. But it's a place to get started. So what on earth, please tell me, is wrong with mankind who sits here on his hands while ignoring a universe calling him to expand? It doesn't matter that much what we think. From what I see, the species is already preparing to leave the planet. Our focuses are shifting. Our behaviors are changing. Please note that I said leave, not abandon. Having Jesus be born here makes Earth pretty important. It doesn't mean everything, though. It doesn't mean it has to stop here. Let me help you get your head around this idea. Try to imagine thinking back as a people to when establishing the first colonies on the moon was a long time ago. That will make it easier to create the idea it is not that far from now. Well, what can I say? Nothing like hanging out with a bunch of crazies in the family on Christmas Eve, huh? Merry Christmas, 2019, from Steve, still here on Earth.